Finally! It took Epic Games long enough to bring back the Shadow Stones. They were so cool. I can finally use them again. To avoid any issues while playing, I decided to play Playground mode. I load in, alone, and I drop to the purple ruins scattered throughout the map. I call these areas simply Purple. In this case, I dropped purple near Fatal Fields. With no enemies because this was Playground mode and really no worries, I loot just what was in the area and I move on to the main objective, the Shadow Stones. I use one and to my surprise, it's a tad different. For starters, it wasn't a black, purple neon color. It was a black, red neon color. I thought this was due in part to the island visiting all the ruins. The other thing I noticed was, I was 10 minutes into this game, so that must mean I've been in this form for a few minutes. The Shadow Stone should have worn off by now, but it didn't. I played for the duration of the playground match, and when it ended I shut off my PlayStation, got up, and left the room. I lived alone in a one-bedroom apartment. All I had was my dog. My family visited me sometimes, and my girlfriend would come over every 3 or more times a week on her way back to her place from her college. Luckily, today was one of those times when she did come over. My dog eventually got up, but only because he heard me put food in his bowl. He never looked at me once, which I thought that was weird. My girlfriend texts me and informs me that she'll be here soon. About 20 minutes pass and I hear her come inside the apartment. She calls for me. I walk out. "Hey dear," I say. She says my name again, but with a "where are you" attached to it. I'm literally 4 feet in front of her. I wave in front of her face. Nothing. My heart sank. I yell right in front of her, and she says nothing. She did nothing. She tried to contact me on my cell phone, but nothing happened. I keep asking her over and over and over if she can hear me, if she can see me, but nothing. She calls my parents and asks them if I'm over at their house, and they tell her no. She's really worried. She checks out the place, sees that my dog's been fed, and sees that my car is still there. She calls the police, but they tell her they can't do anything because I have to be missing for over 24 hours. She leaves with my dog to go to my parents' house. I'm so scared and sad all at the same time. Just like that, I see a shadow, only it's not in the game, it's right in front of me. It looked horrifying. It stared into the depths of my very soul. There was a bright flash in one instant. My girlfriend came along with my parents and entered my apartment. They ask where I've been and I tell them what happened, and they said that they believe that I was kidnapped and I just don't recall the events. But I know what really happened, and to this day my girlfriend still wonders how my dog was fed. Every time I play Fortnite, I know. From then on out, every time I played Fortnite, I never used a Shadow Stone, and you shouldn't either.